I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be Men Don't Act Like Women. I see a lot of guys doing this, and I was guilty of this way back when I was unsuccessful as well. When you look at all of the TV shows and the movies that we watch, and of how the feminist movement has tried to make both sexes kind of the same. They want men to act more like women, and they want women to act more like men, and it ends up destroying the sexual polarity. And when you see thousands and thousands of television programs over the course of 10, 20, 30 years, however long you've been on this planet, then you're going to get conditioned to believe, think, and act emotionally like the kind of crap that you see on TV. Even the kind of shit that the supposed experts are telling you how to act is a bunch of bullshit. Because when a guy acts like a woman, when he does feminine things like acting vulnerable or unsure of himself or expressing all of his feelings and how he feels, or he talks about all the things he's afraid of and his fears, or calling the woman that they have to date just to say, oh, I had a really good time. It's just, you're basically acting like a woman, and you're going to turn women off because feminine women want a masculine guy. They want a dude that acts like a man. And I've got an email here from a guy who has basically been doing that, and he's turns girls off that he's dating. And he says, I met what seemed to be an amazing 22-year-old nurse back in January. I'm 40, and she started out with a high level of interest, talking about marriage, etc. Yet I started doing the wrong things, telling her how beautiful she was, texting all day to tell her I was thinking about her, and her interest took the proverbial dive. And she would say, her text would say, good morning, my love, and hello, Prince Charming. And those texts turned into hello, hi, my personal favorite, hola. So when you see that happen, the length of the text starts to drop. When she doesn't write you as long a responses, that's an indication that she's gotten bored and she's a little too familiar with her. She's sure of where she stands with you. And because it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear, if you've given her no reason to doubt because you're always trying to tell her how much you like her and you appreciate her and you're constantly blowing up her phone, you're basically acting like a woman, and that's why she's backed off. He says, I called her on it, but she brushed it off and said it was because of nursing school, which is very demanding, which I accepted. Totally fucked up. Number one, you should have never asked her a question like that, because when you did that, it totally communicated that you don't understand women, you don't understand how attraction works, and you're probably not very successful with other women. And that's not going to help your case. That's not going to cause her to want you or desire you more. He says, well, she broke up with me in March. And she said it was until nursing school ended, and if I was lucky, she might call me after I graduated. It's like basically, if you're worthy, it's like, are you serious? He says, I walked away, and for 9 days I didn't hear from her. Then she calls and wanted to start talking again. I jumped back in, but almost immediately she was back to dismissing me. Yeah, because you jump right back in, went exactly right back to the strategy that turned her off in the first place, was blowing up her phone. And so the idea is that if you're going to back off, when a girl blows you off, and then she texts you and she reaches out to you again, then you simply arrange a date. A date is a romantic opportunity for sex to happen. You get together and you do something in the evening, play pool, go bowling, go to a cool bar or a cool nightclub, or take her to a nice restaurant, some place where you can enjoy the kind of food that you like, or a fun place that you can go, or you can go to an amusement park, or you can go to the beach, or you can do something fun that you guys can interact with each other, and she can be standing and walk, so you can walk around each other, and then you can watch her body language, because when it's okay, when a woman wants to be touched, she'll start touching you or bumping into you or standing really close to you to let you know that touching is appropriate. Then you can slowly reciprocate and make your move. He says, I prepared to walk away again, but every few days to a week I get a text or a picture of herself or a picture of a house for us to live in, etc., which keeps me in the game. But her school is now over and there has been no change. Last week I finally stopped everything outgoing and I haven't heard from her since. And that tells the reason she hasn't called you, she's got no interest. She's not excited, she doesn't miss you, and she's not perceiving you as a catch or a guy that she really needs to be in contact with. And so that communicates that you have a real low value in her eyes as far as a potential mate or a hookup or boyfriend or this marriage crap, whatever stuff she's talking about. He says, since I'm going back to LA and she lives in Ohio, I can't say, so I guess you want to get together if she texts me again. Would it be better to give her the call me if you change your mind speech in text? I'd say what you need to do is when she reaches out to you, plan something definite. Make a definite date with her. And if she's unwilling or she says, I'm not sure of my schedule, I'll have to get back to you, then just say, well, let's just do it another time. When a woman won't make definite plans with you, you just withdraw the offer, and then you say, give me a call when you're available, or give me a call when your schedule's free. And so if you're out in LA and she starts reaching out to you, and she says, hey, how you been? You're like, oh, I've been great. How have you been? And then after 2 or 3 texts, then I would just simply say, so when are you going to get your little ass out here to see me? And say it like that and wait for her to respond. Have a little question mark in your text. And if she's unwilling to come out, and I mean, if she really likes you and she misses you and she wants to spend time with you, then you just need to invite her to come on out. Just say, hey, when you gonna come out and see me? When you gonna come out and have a good time with me in LA? Question mark, and send that, because she didn't take advantage of the fact when you were in town. And so, I mean, if she says, oh, I'm not sure, whatever, then you say, oh, great, hey, it was great catching up with you. I got to run, but give me a call when you're free or you want to come out and see me. And then just leave the conversation. Because at the end of the day, if you keep giving her that same kind of response, you invite her to come out, and if she says no, or she can't, or she's unavailable, just say, give me a call when you change your mind, or give me a call when you want to come out and see me. I got to run. I'll talk to you later. Be busy. And then remove yourself from the conversation. One of 2 things will happen. She'll either make plans, buy a plane ticket to come out and see you, or she'll stop calling you. And in the meantime, you need to be practicing your skills with other women and stop futzing around. You need to be direct, make dates, get together, and stop all this chit-chatting on the phone and the other crap that you're doing to turn her off. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get several emails from the internet, or I get a lot of emails from the internet, I got to say, and I also get a lot of email from my paying phone coaching customers, but be patient, I will get back to you. And just make sure you keep to 1 to 2 paragraphs max. If you send me several paragraphs, I just don't have the time to read all that crap. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a Kindle version of my ebook, on my website underneath the email sign-up box is a link that will take you to my Amazon Kindle download page. And once you get there, make sure you download, because you don't have to have a Kindle device to read the Kindle version of my book. All you have to do is download one of their free apps. They've got them for iPhone devices, they got them for Android smartphones, they got them for tablets, they got them for PCs, and they got them for Macs. So just download the device. They're the app that's appropriate for your device, and then it only takes seconds to download my actual book. And you literally, in a matter of seconds, can be reading my book. And I will talk to you soon.